All right, so I got the truck filled up, got rested. We're ready to get back out. I actually ended up skipping over Houston, and I came to a little truck stop just west of Houston, pretty close to San Antonio, as you can see from there. Um, the reason I skipped over Houston is looking at it. I stopped and I looked at it, and you have this. I could rest here at what looks to be a dealership. This garage that I could buy, which I've already said that I wasn't going to buy any garages with this load because it's so damn long. And then I also have this hotel. Um, Trying to get a 53, two 53-foot trailers in any of these spots is going to be a pain in the ass. So I was like, you know what? Let's just skip over it. I made it to this rest stop. I imagine that I was probably right on time as far as when I needed to stop for the night versus running out of time for it. Like I said, you get 14 hours. So this is where I'm at. We're gonna get filled up. We're gonna get back out on the road. We're gonna keep on keeping on. I do have to go pick the trailer. I ended up dropping it. Just for the sake of being able to rest. Like I said, the triggering of the rest stops is kind of dumb, if you will, in this game. And then on top of that, I didn't want to back that in or pull straight in like I did with the cab of the truck and then try to back it out. It'd be a pain in the ass. So we just kind of left it where it was at. It'd be all good. If these were built like more real truck stops, they would have spots that I could pull right through, which is, I hope that this is something that they make in the future, is bigger truck stops. I think it was the last video or the video before that, I actually stopped at a place that looked like a legitimate truck stop. So that would be cool to see that. Let's see, and I didn't get it. Damn. Okay. Like I said, I turned the advanced coupling on. I haven't done this. This is the second time I've ever backed up to advanced coupling. So, bear with me if this takes me a few times to get. Looks like I need to go a little bit more to the left. Let's see, that should be good. We'll see. There we go. Got it that time. Knew we'd get it. Have faith in us. Raining just a little bit, but nothing we can't handle. There's this long ass trailer. We'll get it through. Okay, we'll get back out. We'll keep on. I don't know. So if we're watching this video and it just happens to show me start off at a truck stop and I don't say, hey, welcome back everybody, welcome to episode blah 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 blah, it's because I'm recording this entire trip and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to edit it and then kind of decide how long I want each episode to be, and like I said, each episode is going to be between 30 to 45 minutes. The first one ran to 48 minutes. The second one was actually going to be an hour and 12 minutes, because I talked a lot and I talked pretty much the entire time I recorded during that step. And that one I kind of planned out beforehand where I was going to stop the video at, where I was going to start it again, and so on. Because I'm not talking as much in this one, I can cut out more footage, which means that it kind of changes it. I could go this next leg of the trip, not say a single word till we roll into the stop in Mexico. So with that being said, if I just jump in a video and I start the truck from a truck stop and I don't greet and say what I've said in the past couple of videos, that's why. I mean, I could make the video, I could make the trip shorter and pick up loads where I can get them done in the 30-45 minute range. But I don't think you get to see the full experience. I mean, with me cutting out footage, you're not really seeing the full experience of the game. But I like the longer trips, so I'm going to keep to that. And I'm not going to bore you guys with no talking, driving for 5 hours at a time. Like I said, I will keep it interesting for you guys, keep my viewership up, and so you guys enjoy it. So if I just randomly start a video and it's 45 minutes long, and you know that it is what it is. We'll get through it. It'll be all right. Hope you guys enjoyed the last couple. We posted 4 videos of Patrol, Deep South Justice Patrol. Had a lot of fun making all those videos. We got a new guy who's actually really big in the American Truck Simulator community. Has a lot of followers on Instagram. I know he does a lot of live streaming and whatnot. He brought in a character, Virgil. He's a hoot. I love patrolling, and Virgil comes out. You know, he's not doing anything crazy. He's not robbing banks. You know, he's an 80-year-old guy, 80, 90-year-old. But it's just funny. It's a blast to have Virgil out when we're out patrolling the streets. He makes it pretty comical. Makes us forget about the stress of the job, if you will. So that's a lot of fun. Like I said, definitely gonna try and get back into recording more. I haven't been on for patrol the past few nights. Had some things going on. Like yesterday, we went to another town that was about 2 hours away. Went and watched the oldest 2 boys wrestle. That was a lot of fun. They both did really well. Oldest boy placed 5th in his weight bracket, and then the middle boy placed 3rd. So it's pretty cool. They're really good at wrestling. I'm really proud of them. It's watching them from last year. It's when my fiance and I started dating. We'd only been together about 6 months last year at that point when I got to watch the boys wrestle. So seeing them come from last year to this year, seeing how much bigger they are, I mean, they put on a little bit of weight. They're growing boys, and their skill set, getting to watch them wrestle, they're good. So it's nice to watch them go and wrestle. It's a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, it being there as a parent and watching these kids wrestle and seeing them put it all out there on the mat, and they get kind of upset when they don't win. And I mean, as a parent, you just gotta comfort them, and you're like, it's all right. You did your best. You tried. That's the thing you gotta remember is they did their best and they tried. It's just funny. Some of these boys, including my 2, they don't like losing, and I think that's a good quality to have. I mean, obviously they need to learn to accept failure and be a good sport when they lose, but having that hunger of wanting to win, I think, is what pushes an athlete from good to great. That really makes them push themselves and drives themselves day in and day out. I wish I had that kind of drive when I was their age. Whether it had been with sports, I was real big into football. I played a lot of soccer when I was young. I did basketball and baseball a little bit here and there, but my middle school to high school age, I played football, and I wish I had put more effort into it. I wish I would have stuck with it. Even with lifting, and I'm not a bodybuilder per se, but I lifting, and I wish I had, at the high school age, I wish I had put more into it. You're talking, I'm 27 now, even at 17, if I would have taken it more serious back then, 10 years ago, I've seen what I could do in the 2 years that I've been really hitting it hard. I don't know what I would look like if I had gone 10 years. It would just be astronomical, the difference. So I'm definitely, as time goes on, I'm really going to encourage these boys to just really stay after it. If they're good at it and they're passionate about it, just stay after it. Because they don't want to be older like me. You know, like I said, I'm 27. I'm not 47. I'm not complaining, oh, the good old days. No. If I could get them to just realize, like, they have the potential to be great, the things that they can do would just be amazing. I would love to get them in the gym with me. They're a little young yet. The boys are 9, 7, and 3. I think like my gym that I go to, 12 is when I can start having them work out with me. So I'll bring the oldest one in with me when he's 12 and get him in the weight room and get him lifting weights and showing him and teaching him the proper way to do things in the proper forms. And just, you know, if I can get him lifting at that age and get him passionate about it like I am, he's going to be 3 times my size when he's 27. And it's not that I'm going to force it down his throat and I'm going to force him to lift. I'm going to make it fun. I'm going to show, if I can get him in there just long enough to see changes, I think that I can get them addicted to it and get them passionate about being in the gym like I am. I'm not going to force it on them. I'm not going to wake them up and tell them, hey, get your ass up, let's go, we got to hit the gym. I'm going to introduce them to it, and I'm just going to explain it to them and show them. And then hopefully that will be enough to pique their interest long enough for me to actually show them the results. Once I show them the results, once they learn and see and feel the changes, you'd be crazy not to see that and then be like, wow, I want to keep that up. That when you start to see your body change, or you feel your body changing, when you go from lifting heavier weights or lifting something that you haven't been able to lift in the past, that's amazing. That's a great feeling. I love it. All right, we are back. Wife came home. We had some errands we had to go run and whatnot. So when I pulled the truck over and I stopped, I ended up getting off. But anyways, we're good. We're back now. I got a little bit of time to keep on getting down the road. So let's see where we're at, see where we got to go. Okay, so we're at this truck stop just west of San Antonio. Got a little bit ways to go yet. Shouldn't be too much longer before we're back in New Mexico and then Arizona and down into Mexico. But yeah, we'll get going. Keep the wheels turning. So if you guys watch these videos, hopefully you guys are watching the Deep South Justice Patrol videos as well. We have some things in the making right now, and I think you guys are going to like it. We're about to add a whole new element to the patrols and really bringing out the realism that we can within the community, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to have fun doing it. So I highly encourage you guys to, you know, keep an eye out for those videos. Can't say for sure when it's going to happen. It's definitely going to be happening very, very shortly, though. So keep an eye out, and yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it like I am. I'm excited for this change that's going to be made within the community. Okay, so I know the speed limit's 85, as you can see down there on the GPS in the truck. So I know the speed limit's 85. I'm doing 70. I don't think it's exactly realistic to be flying down the road at 85 miles per hour when I'm weighing in, and I've got to be weighing in over 100,000 pounds between truck and trailer. Let's see. Yeah, 75,000 for the trailers, and you figure probably another 45, 50-ish for the truck itself. So not exactly realistic to be flying down the road at 80 miles per hour. So we'll keep it to 70. Every now and then I might do 75, kind of just depends on how I'm feeling. But for the most part, I like to keep the truck right around 70 when we get on these open stretches of highway that allow me to get up to those speeds. So if you watched my last episode of Deep South Justice, the patrolling, I put in a little teaser of the new vehicle skins that we got. We actually got new vehicles and new vehicle skins. If you follow us on Instagram at Deep South Justice, you'll see the skins that I'm talking about. I've posted quite a few pictures up on there about them. But in the video, I kind of posted a little teaser of it, of Captain Darnell. Just poking a little fun at Captain Darnell. Just, mid-patrol, having a little bit of fun. We had a good time. He had a good time. But, we got some new vehicles, got some new skins. We're using vehicles now with the Valor light bars, which those have really grown on me over the past couple of months, and I love using those. Those are nice vehicles that we're using. The skins, I'm loving the skins. I think that they match the ped that we use very nicely. Definitely a lot better than the white and blue that we were using, which I like that skin a lot also. But with using that one, we probably should have gone to a new uniform. And we have one guy that does the modding of the server for us, and so I hate making him do unnecessary work unless we absolutely need it. So I was fine. I like the black uniformed peds that we're using. Maybe down the road we would have switched if we had kept the skins of those cars, but I was happy with the way things were. But I love this black and yellow that we have. It matches the ped real nice. It's just a good looking skin. Shout out to the author who made that skin. Very, very, very good job. So yeah, be looking forward for those in the upcoming episodes as well. Definitely going to be featuring more of those. I didn't make Patrol tonight. I made Patrol last night. There's a lot of background noise that I don't want to try and edit out. When there's a little bit too much going on in the house, it's kind of hard to get in there and edit things in and out. One day when I have my own studio and I can lock myself in the studio and just record, that'll be different story. But right now I'm sitting in the living room, sitting on the family TV. Right now it's easy for me to record because, well, everybody's in bed. Wife has clinicals tomorrow. Son has school. I'm not tired. I wanted to get some more trucking done. Wanted to get some more recording done for you guys. So that's what I'm doing. And eventually, throughout the process of the night, throughout the course of the night, I'll get tired. I'll go lay down. But for now, we're just going to keep on going down the road. So, yeah, I wasn't able to record yesterday. Wasn't able to get on tonight for Patrol and record. It's sounding like I'm not going to be on tomorrow because my wife's going to have nursing homework she has to do. So at least one night this week I'll get on and I'll definitely be able to record and get a video made up for you guys so you can see the new skins. My goal is actually to have this run done tonight. It's going to leave me about a couple hours to do it. But I think that I can get it done. And then tomorrow, while I'm working on other stuff, I can edit these videos while I'm working on, stuff around the house. And I can get these videos uploaded as soon as possible. We shouldn't be too far away from New Mexico, I wouldn't think. Let's go ahead and let's look and see where we're at. Going on over the world map. Okay, yeah, we're a little ways. It's so funny I don't know how accurate this is, but you see we're going right into Mexico, and then going into El Paso, and then going into New Mexico. I'd have to pull up a map to look and see exactly where I-10 goes, but I don't think that's where it goes. But you know what? we'll deal with it. I mean, it's a free mod. You can't expect it to be exactly perfect. And you know what? It's better than not having it at all. Just kind of funny, if you ask me. So I know we were talking about how I think Oregon's the next state. How everyone's leaning towards that. Well, my brother actually, who plays this game, maybe one day I can get him to jump on TeamSpeak with me, and me and him can bullshit back and forth while I record. But me and him were both, he was playing this game, and he sent me a screenshot, and he doesn't have Coast to Coast. He has the basic game. I am going to help him get Coast to Coast put in on his game in the very near future. But he had sent me a picture that he had taken off of his phone of a where the game ends. It has its little barrier, and I can point it out what I'm talking about next time I pass one. And it had a sign that said, "Welcome to Utah." Now, when they were doing New Mexico, when they were working on New Mexico, when you're in any part of the eastern part of Arizona, you would see signs for like Las Cruces or Gallup or Albuquerque, and to me that was kind of SCS's Easter egg of, hey, this is the next state. So, you know, everyone's thinking that it's Oregon, but after seeing that sign for Welcome to Utah, it's making me wonder. And the fact that they have a road going up into Utah, which is another thing that they did with New Mexico, is they had roads that would go into New Mexico, but then they would stop them and they'd put those barriers up that you couldn't pass. So are they releasing more than one state at a time? Are they doing Utah and Oregon? Are they doing, you know, Utah, Washington, Oregon, Colorado? I don't know. I wish more details would come out. I mean, SCS seems like they're not going to tell us what it is until they're ready to tell us what it is. They may tell us it's Oregon, and when it comes time, when the DLC is released, it may be 4 states, it may be 2, it may just be Oregon, and they're trying to throw everybody off with these little Easter eggs into Utah. Or maybe these screenshots, they're trying to get everyone to think, oh, it's Oregon, when in reality it's going to be Utah. I've never been to Oregon. I have been to Washington a little bit, just more or less passing through. So I imagine Washington and Oregon are pretty close and same in the terrain and whatnot. I have passed through Utah. I don't remember what it looked like exactly. I mean, this was almost 10 years ago. But I imagine that it's fairly close to each other. I don't think that it's so woodsy and filled with trees like Oregon might be, but I imagine that it is fairly green and whatnot. So maybe these are screenshots of Utah that they're posting, or maybe they're working on 2 states at once. I don't know. In fact, let's look at the map and even see where, because I don't. Okay, so yeah, here's Utah, here's Oregon. So I mean, it's very possible that they could be working on both of these at the same time. I would love to see at least these 3: Oregon, Utah, and Colorado. I think that'd be amazing. That'd really open up the map a little bit, and you can have long runs, even just on a stock game. You know, you wouldn't need Coast to Coast to have a long run anymore. You could get a good sized run out of those 3 or 4 states if they added them all at once. So definitely going to be interesting. Definitely curious to see what's next. Like I said before, I have no affiliation. Let's go ahead and turn our lights off. It's daytime. I have no affiliation with SCS. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't work for them. I'm making these videos because I love this game, and I want to share that with you guys. No, we're rolling into El Paso, making good time. Sorry. But you know, as more updates come, if I find out more info, I can let you guys know as I know. You guys probably by about the time I get a trip going and I get it recorded and edited, you already may know. Obviously, what I'm going to be getting is public knowledge. I'm not going to get any behind-the-scenes knowledge. I would love that, but since I don't work for SCS, since I don't have any official affiliation with them, I highly doubt they're just going to come to me and say, "Hey Tim, look, this is what's coming up." So I'll update you guys as I get updated, and you guys will probably be updated at that. Now I know I turned my lights off, and it's, you know, you see a lot of truckers riding around with their lights on. Newfoundland labor. Okay, interesting. Anyways, you see like signs on the back of trucks that say, I'd like to point out that this junction right here is fairly realistic. I remember this. I went and visited my dad my dad is a trucker, and I lived in New Mexico, and he actually came to El Paso, and my then girlfriend at the time and I went and we met him, and then on the way back we took a little bit different route, and we went through Las Cruces, and I kind of remember that junction a little bit. That's pretty cool to see that. So anyways, back to the lights. I know that like some trucks say like we leave our lights on for safety or blah 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 blah. I don't do it just because I don't care. It's not hurting anybody, not hurting anything. I feel like if I have my lights on, I need to have the neons on, and there's no point to having neons on during the day. You can't really see them. So I kind of treat it like my own personal vehicle. I just turn them off when it becomes daylight. I can see just fine. Yeah, my dad's done trucking he did it for a few years when I was like 2 or 3. I remember a little bit of him trucking back then. Got out of it. You know, he had a family. And then he got back into it about 12 years ago now. I want to say I was about 17 at the time. So 10 years or so now. I thought it was about 12 years now. Started off with Swift, and then he went to Landstar, and then he went to Schneider. He went to a mom and pop one in between Swift and Landstar. I don't remember what they were called. I think it was like W&M Trucking, based out of Alabama. Went to Schneider. He was driving a real nice Freightliner Cascadia. Real nice. I really liked that truck. When I went down to visit him in September of 16, he ended up turning his truck in, and he's now doing like, not necessarily like day runs. He's not in a day cab. He has a sleeper, but it's more one of those ones like home every weekend, or you know, home every night. You know, whatever they can do, whatever the load ends up being. So he's doing that, and I think he really likes that now because he gets the best of both worlds. He's getting more home time with his family, but he's still kind of, you know, OTR, which is, I know, something he really liked, and me and him have talked about it a little bit, and he likes being OTR, and he likes being out on the open road and, you know, getting to see, you know, the beautiful country that we live in. So he kind of has best of both worlds, which is, you know, I'm happy for him. This job it's like my unofficial dream job, if you will. I don't mind driving so much. It would be the aspect of getting to see the parts of the country that I'd never get to see, unless I did, you know, something like this. But, you know, I'm engaged, married, we have a family. Our youngest is 3, so doing OTR trucking isn't really an option for me right now, or for us at this time. Maybe later down the road, as you know, the kids all go to high school and they graduate high school and they go off to college. Maybe that's something that we can look into. I'm also in, you know, the Air National Guard, so I have my obligation of 1 weekend a month and my 15 days a year, so I'd have to be home, you know, once a month for sure. So trying to do like real OTR, going from, you know, stretching it from coast to coast, you know, north to south, it'd be a little hard to do. You know, some of those runs take you, you know, a week or so to do. You know, if you're going from New York to California, I imagine that's probably a good 6, 7, maybe 8, 9, 10 day run. And, you know, and then trying to get back up here to Montana, or, you know, trying to go from California to New York and trying to get from New York back to here. It's just, it would be too hard. It'd be a lot to juggle. And of course, you know, I have really good supervisors, so I can always make it work with them. But, you know, just stick to what I'm doing now, and then, you know, maybe later down the road when I retire and the kids are all moved out, then maybe it's something we can address and possibly do in the future, because trucking is not going anywhere. It's going to keep on going. I don't see any reason that it would stop at this point. These truck drivers do a lot for us, a lot of behind the scenes, if you will, you know, a lot of long hours, a lot of time away from their family. So we're in New Mexico. I know we're gonna end up having to drive across the entire southern half of New Mexico, get into Arizona. We'll roll into Tucson, and then from Tucson we'll do a straight shot south into Mexico. We should be doing okay on time for sleep. Last time I looked, we had 9 hours, but that was at 3 a.m. So we have 2 hours, so we're going to be getting close. I see we're getting close on fuel also. Once he starts yawning is when I'll start worrying about shutting her down for the night, if you will. Otherwise, we're just going to keep on rolling. It's, you know, no reason to worry about it now. If I don't, my voice sounds a little bit raspy in this video, it's because I'm not necessarily tired. I've just been up for a while, so I'm kind of exhausted. And oh, look at that, we're in Arizona. Oh, great. We've got to slam on the brakes to get over here. They did not give me any warning. That was nice of them. I probably should have been chilling in that lane anyways, but we were passing everybody, so whatever. It'll be alright. We made it in. We're fine. At least now we can see what we're weighing at. Is that a tow truck? I can't say that I've ever seen one of those in this game, or at least I haven't been paying attention enough. But, yeah, that's a... Oh no, I think that's one of those, 137,000 pounds, so I was close. But I think that's one of those, like, power line vehicles, with the baskets on them. Like a boom lift and a basket. But anyways, my voice sounds a little bit raspy. I'm exhausted. I'm not tired. If I lay down in bed, I'd just be tossing and turning. But I'm also kind of getting over a cold that I feel like I've had for a month now. It's like as soon as I start feeling better, I get hit again, which kind of sucks, but you know, we're getting through it. So that's why I might sound a little bit more raspy in this video compared to, say, earlier when I was recording the other day, or a week or so ago, or even in the first episode of Deep South Trucking. Alright, so driver started yawning. We've got a truck stop right up here. We're going to get ready to get off the highway and get on it. I picked, you know, I probably could have made it to Tucson. I probably can make it to Tucson and stop. But this makes more sense. It's a truck stop. There's plenty of places for me to park this big ass load. I have stopped here before, as you can see on the map. So we'll just stop here for the night. Makes more sense. We'll fill up and then we'll put her down for the night. Make sure we're clear. I like this little construction they got going on there. I wonder if SCS is ever going to do anything with that, or if it's just going to stay a little scenario like that, if you will. Let's make sure we're going to clear these water barriers. Oh yeah, we're good. Make sure we clear these Jersey barriers. So as you can see, we're just west of San Simon, we're just north of Sierra Vista, and we're just east of Tucson. And once we get stopped, I can show you on the map exactly where we're at, so you have an idea. I've stopped here before. I like this truck stop. Nice and big, lots of parking, as you can see. Plenty of places for me to pull this rig in and, you know, get her shut down, get some gas, you know, things of that nature. I probably should have gone in that other entrance back there, but I didn't. To be honest with you, I didn't see where it was at. I couldn't tell. It looked like the entrance to the highway. Oh, these guys are gonna be nice. Thank you guys. Flashlights at them. Maybe this won't work out anyways. Doesn't say do not enter, so we're gonna do this. And this should work. I may have to. No, I think. Yeah, this is gonna work. I just hope the entire trailer's off the road. We may go to third person and check that. Let's do that real quick. Okay, so looks like we're just barely off. Yeah, we'll do this for now. Alright. And then there you guys kind of got to see just how long the truck is. So let's fill her up and then we'll go rest for the night. This is going to be a really tight turn that we're going to have to take. Yeah, there's not much room here at all. But we'll make it work. Let's take it slow. Just make sure we're not going to hit the pumps. What's kind of nice is the second trailer tends to follow the first trailer fairly well. Not like if you're rolling like a lowboy with a dolly where it doesn't follow like at all. The way this is set up is it does. What am I stuck on? Okay, so apparently we're stuck on something. Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's make sure we got nobody coming this way. Because, yeah, we're going to turn all right here. And we're going to have to back up. I was afraid of that. Not going to do very much, though. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hog this left side. Pretty much stay up on this sidewalk here until the both trailers get swung around. Just like that. Second one's coming around now. And we are looking good. Once it gets out on the street, just like that, we'll come over here and get back in our lane. There we go. Beautiful. And you see we got this hotel. We're not going to be able to park in there. What we'll do is we'll park in here, I think. Yeah. park in here. Going the wrong way, if you will. I mean, it is the wrong way, but do what we gotta do, you know. Thinking is kind of hug this trailer here. I may end up dropping the trailer here if I can get it all into these spots. Let's see if I got it in. We'll simulate that this is me out walking around looking. Come up a little bit. That will work. We'll disconnect here. And we'll go over to those pocket spots over there and rest. And then we'll pick the trailers back up and we'll get back out at it.